Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am discussing and showing you guys how I am preserving the beans that I've been harvesting. If you want to check out the video on my bean harvesting, I will link that for you at the end of the video and or in the description, and you guys can check that one out as well. So my beans, I have 4 varieties this year, 2 purple varieties, a green variety and a yellow variety. For me this year I am preserving these really easily, simply, very quickly. So I'm just taking off the end that is attached to the plant, which is the tail, I guess you can say. Most people say top and tail, so I'm taking off the tail. I don't worry too much about the other end unless the little hooky bit is really quite big, which generally it's not when I harvest my beans quite young. So I'm just taking that bit off of there, and I have already rinsed these. They're sitting on the tea towel drying, so they were already pre-rinsed prior to doing the tail bit. And basically these are going to be put straight into the lock seal bag. I'm going to date it and put a name on it, and they are going straight into the freezer. I am not blanching these. Now, ideally you should blanch these for about a minute, which is rapid boiling for 1 minute. But I decided that I didn't have the time to do it with everything else that's going on, and so I've decided that all I'm doing is throwing them into the freezer quickly. Now, you can do this without blanching the vegetables. The only issue is the vegetable may not last as long in the freezer as it would if you blanched them yourself. Now, I'm only going to be getting a couple of kilos out of my bushes this year. They are stopping producing really quite quickly, so I am doing it very quickly this way because I'm not going to have enough in the freezer to last me more than a few months anyway. So, unblanched beans, I would probably say, would last about 4 months, 5 months before they would start to deteriorate. Blanched beans would last probably around anything from 6 to 12 months in the freezer. So because I am not going to be having them in the freezer for 6 to 12 months, I am not blanching them. That is your decision to make, guys, whether or not you are going to blanch your beans or not. And I can't make that decision for you. If you do blanch them, bring a pot of water to the boil. Once it hits boiling, put your beans in, wait for it to come back to the rapid boil, which should happen within a minute. Otherwise, you've put too many vegetables in there. Boil it for about 1 minute. Pull them out, stick them straight into some cold water, some cold icy water, whichever you prefer. Let them cool. Dry them off as best you can. The best way to freeze them so they don't stick together is on a flat tray. Freeze them like that. Then the next day, come back, grab your beans up, put them into whatever you're putting them in, whether it be a lock seal bag, a container, or if you're vacuum sealing them. Pack them all up. Don't forget to put the name and date on your baggies so you know what's in them, and then put them back into the freezer. It is really very simple, very easy to preserve beans, but as you can see, I'm doing it the quick and easiest way that I can this year. The beans are only going to be stored short term, between 4 and 6 months, so there is no need for me to go through all the extra work of blanching them and getting them in the freezer that way. So guys, I hope this has helped you make a decision on how you'll want to preserve them and whether you're going to blanch them or you're just going to top and tail and put them in the freezer. And so that's it for today's quick video on how to preserve beans. And guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button at the top there. Check out the videos and links on the left here, and in the description there will be links to the other 2 channels, Cooking with Mama Bear and Gardening with Mama Bear, and I will see you guys on the next video. Happy preserving till then.